on your own, and he will make. What the? Ben glanced around the room. Even in daylight, it seemed oddly gloomy. The walls were covered with tapestry, embroidered with pictures. Spring! Ah, said a voice from inside the house. Toad, Toad, cried Frog. The sun is shining. The snow is melting. Wake up. Good morning. Okay, so I'm gonna close that. I kind of disappeared yesterday from our little unschooling vlog that I was doing. We wound up just kind of exploring around in that area at the beach. And then we went and we drove by a couple of houses options because our lease here runs up soon, so we don't know exactly what we're doing yet. But all that to say, I kind of fell off the vlog scene yesterday, but when we got home, the kids, I had them do their chores, their contributions or whatever, and then they did some reading time, and that was kind of the gist of like how yesterday went. I started noticing about that time that one of my little guys was not feeling well, and if you're just a mom, you just know like, oh gosh, something's coming. And so I knew that I needed to run out to the store last night and just be prepared for today because my husband was going to be in the office today, and I didn't want to drag all 6 kids out. And sure enough, the poor little thing woke up this morning with 101 fever, and but thankfully it seems to have broken by now, and he's doing pretty well at the current moment. So we are going to get a little bit of like crafting and school stuff in. But so far this morning, just to give you like an overview of like what our morning has looked like, we kind of had a slower morning since he was not feeling well. A lot of the kids actually slept in, way later than they normally do. This little guy did really good. And so we had our breakfast this morning, and then at breakfast we did our devotional, and I will show you guys what we did because it was actually it's a really cute one. We've actually done it before, but it's on the fruit of the Spirit. And so I will show it to you. And I will tell you how to get it free instead of paying for it. Like, I think it's advertised that you have to pay for it now, but you can still get it free. So I'll tell you about that. And then we did Sing a Song of Seasons book. That is new to us this year. It is a poetry book and a different poem for every day. And the illustrations are beautiful. I am going to be very picky about what I recommend to you guys for morning time because there's so many things that I bought in the past that other people recommended that just were not a good fit for our family. So I always say make sure you think it's going to be a good fit for your family. But if I'm recommending it to you for like your morning time, morning basket or whatever, just know that it is because it's something that I actually love, because I'm a kind of a hard critic on stuff like that, I would say. So we did Sing a Song of Seasons, and then we did a chapter of our Read Aloud, The Secret Garden. Teachers Pay Teachers. This video will be out tonight, so you will get it. Teachers Pay Teachers is having August 5th and 6th a 25% off site-wide sale. And I believe the book companion to The Secret Garden is from a seller on there that I want to get. So we started that, but I didn't want to do too much without having the book companion for that. So when I go to print it out and around quiet time, I'll show you guys what that looks like. And then I had my little 3 guys. We read some of the, well actually 4 youngest, read some of the Frog and Toad book that they just love. And then now we are kind of doing a quick tidy up, and then I will just kind of bring you along to show you kind of what some of like our day is going to look like now that it's not quite going to be quite as structured, and what we're going to do around here. So this is going to be a 2-day video that I wasn't even planning on because I was planning on finishing all that tomorrow. So, yesterday, sorry.
Mom,
but anyways, we're going to finish it today, and it's going to be great.
Sugar cane.
Everywhere. Today, this says alligators can be as heavy as grand pianos. Which one's your favorite alligator? That one is? That's a good choice. Find the alligator that looks exactly like this one. Which one of these looks like that guy? So good. Excellent job, buddy. And the end is no. So let's try that.
No.
Say it fast. In, like I'm going in the house. Yeah, you're reading, girl. Now what did you say? What did you tell me it was almost like?
It was almost like fox.
So what sound did we put at the beginning of that word to make it ox? And what is that?
P.
Nope.
Fox.
F. So we've got ox. Can you just read 3-letter word?
I did?
So you make fox
Fox.
from these two.
This one.
Yes, good job. Now, if you put this one here, this would say
Fox.
good job. O. Good job.
That's a draw the
You did? And what does the O say? The O says ah.
I'm gonna do pink. I'm gonna do yellow.
Yellow butterfly, and the butterfly says what? Are you all done, Rogan? Good job today. Okay. Generally,
Can I like do the paws?
I don't know where they are, but I'm gonna look for them.
So, I was gonna ask you about the sentence diagram. I think I got this one figured out. These are not really. This one looks fine. Yeah, this one's like some of these like
Same thing. You just get. Okay, so it is about 12, somewhere around there. And I feel really good about where we are today. So the idea with the whole unschooling type thing is not to learn it all. It's just to learn in a more hands-on way. And it's not to be doing like A, B, C, D, E, F, G every single day, you know? So like I still have the good and the beautiful book. I don't know if it's just because I've taught it so many times, or I don't know. I'm just not loving this anymore. And thankfully I live in Florida and we have the homeschool scholarship, so I'm probably going to be ordering some new like core work for her. But what I did is, so today, like for instance, they have on here, like we're going to read these type of words here. And I just used these letters that I made years ago. These little like acrylic type letters or whatever, resin letters. And instead of like having her read from a book, because this is just like boring in my opinion. I like moved the letters around and we did it fun. You'll see clips of that here in this video. And then I think we're just really gonna work on like some letter sounds. This is from the Moffat girls. I've had these, I think since Briggs, my middle, well, my third was this age. And these are just really hands-on, like interactive type worksheets where like she has to color in the ones that make the B sound and glue them on. And these are like more fun type learning styles. And that's kind of it. That's all we're doing for her. And then for my second grader, kind of the same thing. I'm kind of ditching all of the good and the beautiful curriculum for him. So I'm not just a fan of like everything's just, I don't know, just I'm not loving it this year if I'm quite honest. So like you'll see in the clips, like I had him do hands-on stamping for like his sight words and stuff that he's learning. These stamps are really cool. We just did these in Play-Doh, and then I also have like acrylic shapes. They are fall themed, but I don't have any summer. So if y'all know anybody that makes summer, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Or not summer, but you know, something besides like pumpkins. These are like you write on them, they're dry erase, all the different things. These came from Jack and Link Toys, and I do love them, but I'm looking for a smaller business to support. So if you know someone or you are someone, reach out to me. I would love to help get your name out. There's nothing wrong with these from Jack and Link. They're an incredible company. It just takes a long time to get them, and I kind of want something faster. So if you know of anything like that, I had him write all of his sight words down, so that helps with like recognition, just more hands-on learning style. So like yesterday, for instance, when we were at the beach, like skip counting by twos. So we paired things into twos and then we counted them that way. Like more of like a visual type learning, I guess, is kind of what I'm going for this year. Like out in nature and anything that happens like naturally in nature. Like yesterday we saw a shell. There's a clip of that in this video from like a cicada. And so then that opened like a whole new book on that kind of thing. This was really fun for my 3-year-old, this thing. And he just did like 2 little sheets with stickers, just fun little facts about alligators. Like, why are we rushing their childhood? I don't know. I would just rather them be playing and painting and creating and doing all the things, you know, like even my middle schooler, like let's give them the gift of childhood is kind of my theme for this year. Like, why is it just because all of a sudden in middle school we're like, oh, we need to do this and we need to be doing that and we need to take like everything away from them that they've always had. Like, I'm not doing that. And I guess that's kind of where my heart resonates with this like whole unschooling thing, is because I'm just not for that. I want them to be kids as long as possible. Like right now he's outside with a GoPro and he's learning how to use the GoPro so that when we go to places like the beach or like all of our nature things that we sat down and came up with the other day, like all of our field trips, he's gonna be my GoPro guy. So like he's gonna take videos on how to use the GoPro, and like they can help me learn how to edit and things like that this year. You'll see my oldest daughter today for like her math type thing. Would you like to do Play-Doh? Yeah. You sure you can? Here you go. So she is baking focaccia bread that she started last night, sourdough focaccia. So she's learning the skills of like baking bread, how she knows all of this because she's homeschooled. I feel like homeschooled kids know this way more than kids that aren't. That's just my opinion, but she knows like how to use measurements and mix things together. But this time around she's learning like the art of like sourdough. So like I'm planning on showing her in just a minute like how to feed my starter, what to do with that, and we're gonna do like a sourdough artisan loaf from start to finish and let her design the loaf. Like, these are life skills that we've always like intertwined in throughout the bookwork, but like I just feel like the older they're getting, the heavier the bookwork's getting. And then like I have some that aren't even learning well from the bookwork, so I'm just like, we're just not gonna do as much of it this year. And I don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but I will share the things that we did this morning. We also, my 3-year-old loves the water wow, so we did that. I got these little Mondo Lamos stickers or whatever from Target with the neon ones, so they were making stickers. What else did we do? We did skip counting with the 2nd grader. We're about to read The Good and the Beautiful. I will say their library is incredible. I will show you the 2 books that I'm going to have him read with me. Instead of doing like all those booster cards and all this, I'm not doing that anymore. So we're gonna read Zip Zap Zoom and we're gonna read Sniff. And I like their books because they bring them to life, so they draw your attention a little longer than some of the other ones. And my preschooler, you'll see like clips of her like painting and X, Y, and Z. Yes. So that is kind of my goal for this year. I don't know what that looks like yet. Hold on just a second. Yes, I'll get it for you. Hold on. I don't know what that looks like yet, but I know it's going to be different. So my oldest is reading and kind of going through like a book study, and I am probably going to have him continue to do the language arts. And then when we jump into like our math, we will still be using Shoreman math for my older two. I don't want them to fall back in like the algebra world and stuff like that, because I know some of them have expressed like desires of like going to college for specific things, so I do want them to be ready in that department. But every other area, like I want to bring more to life that I can, and Shoreman does a really good job of that, so I'm going to leave it to Dr. Shoreman to continue that journey. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I know that was a lot, but if anybody else is on the fence and not knowing what to do, help me. If you have any ideas or things, I think we're going to go back to using Lily and Thistle for like art and geography and bringing some of that to life. I don't know. I'm just praying. So that's kind of where I'm at, but I just wanted to fill you guys in. We're about to do lunch, and then we are going to watch a documentary on the different beaches of Brazil, because
Those pizzas are not ready. Thanks for my pizza.
come back. What are you gonna make?
I'm gonna make a necklace out
A
of
noodle
noodles.
necklace?
Yeah.
Okay. Tilly, hello. Oh, Brixie Ray!
Can I add fingers? Okay, I'm gonna add
I
little fingers.
made 3.
1, 2, 3.
That's so good. Let me see your other
Maybe
one.
we'll just have
And
one.
I made another
There we
one.
go. Olivia, we did it. Give me 5. I love you, little monkey, so much.
Okay, so it is yet again another day. I forget to do these outros. I'm sorry, okay? But we had a great day yesterday, so you get to see what it looks like. 2 totally different days of us, what I'm considering calling unschooling, looked like, and how we navigated those. And I hope it was helpful. I hope it was an encouragement to some of you guys who are just kind of like a little burnt out on just like bookwork. Like, you can learn in other ways. And so I hope this will be an encouragement for you. And I hope to do more of these in the future. I always love going back and watching these, like, after I edit them myself, just to have for like a little keepsake for me of like the fun that we've had. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Just drop them in the comments below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. See you guys in the next one. Okay, so as promised, I said I would come back and show you guys the logic game that the kids were playing yesterday morning. And it is this one here. Hope it's focused in. And it is from Professor Puzzle Games Escape the Aquarium, an escape room game for kids. So this was really cool. I will say, I think it's definitely a win. My older kids played this for probably an hour and a half to 2 hours. They still have not completed it because we left to go, I can't remember what day that was. We left to go to the beach, I think, that day. I think that was the day we did that. But it's really neat. It comes with like all these little packets with these little pieces that they have to solve. I mean, the amount of math skills that were required and the amount of use of logic was like really good. I really didn't even know what I was ordering. I just kind of like picked a random like logic game, and this one was really neat. But they have, I was trying to find you. Okay, this was really cool. So they have these little sheets that come, and they're like this. So this is a one-time game, but these were all like the scratch offs. So they had to scratch off like all their hints and figure out how to escape the escape room, escape from the aquarium, and they don't have many more left to complete this, but there was like all these clues and receipts and puzzle pieces and mazes that they had to complete. It was a really, really neat game. I would recommend, I'm definitely going to be purchasing just for like some math skills, logic skills, instead of like heavy on the bookwork, more of this type stuff for them. And then the other thing that I was going to show you guys was the Sing a Song of Seasons books. I'm sure if you're in the homeschool world, you've seen this floating around, as I have, but I've just never like made the jump. But it's a poem for every day of the year. But what's got me are the illustrations. You know, like I'm a harsher critic. You know, I feel like when it comes to like stuff like this, especially where like everybody's buying it, you know, I'm probably like in the minority here, but what is it, the Slow Down, the nature book? Everybody's like, oh, this is great and this is phenomenal, and I got it and I was like, you know. And then there was another one, I think it might have been Theology, maybe, and I got it and I was like, I wasn't impressed. So if I'm recommending it, it is really something that I truly love, and that is just a note to take for any homeschool mom. Do your own research first before you just jump on and buy something that you see all of these homeschool moms using on the internet, because it may not be what you want, and it may not fit your style, and it may not be something that you or your kids like, and then you've wasted money on it. So, but just to give you a little flip through, like these pictures are just so pretty. Like, I don't know, I've just really enjoyed it, and I'm not even like a big poetry gal. This is the one we're on now, and I just love like all the seashells. It's definitely sparked like conversations and fun stuff like that. So on that note, I have so many things that I feel like I could show you guys, and I just want to like share, but I thought of doing a homeschool favorites video of things that I personally like love and have used for a while. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below, and I would be happy to do that, because I have so many. I feel like not just like your normal stuff that you see like passing around the homeschool world, every, you know, Instagram reel that pops up, not just that type of stuff, but like unique, maybe different stuff that you haven't heard of, or you've heard of it but you didn't know if you would like it or not. So if that's something you're interested in, for sure, just let me know in the comments below.